I would like to warmly welcome my colleague, the Foreign Minister of North Macedonia, to Athens for his first visit to the Greek Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Honorable Minister, dear Timcho, it is a pleasure to welcome you to Athens as we continue to foster our neighborly relations. We had the opportunity to discuss frankly and exchange views on various issues of mutual interest. We discussed the state of our bilateral relations and agreed to explore ways to deepen the cooperation in the future. United by geography, our nations stand side by side, ready to help and support one another in times of need, such as during humanitarian disasters. Acts of solidarity strengthen our trust and bring our people closer together. Greece strongly supported North Macedonia's accession to NATO in 2020 as a fully fledged member state, and we wish to enhance our interaction within the alliance. Since 2003, when the historic Thessaloniki Agenda was adopted, Greece has led efforts to accelerate the integration of the Western Balkans into the European Union. We will continue to support the region's European perspective to solidify regional stability and promote cooperation and prosperity. I would like to reiterate Greece's support for advancing North Macedonia's European path based on established conditionality and the principle of own merits, with particular emphasis on the fundamentals. In this respect, allow me to underline the utmost importance of the full, consistent and bona fide implementation of the Prespa Agreement, including the erga omnes use of the country's constitutional name. Greece and North Macedonia have established a strong collaboration in various areas, including the economy, trade, investments, and interconnectivity projects related to transportation and energy networks. We have agreed to enhance our mutually beneficial bilateral cooperation in these sectors, including through the EU growth plan for the Western Balkans. By its critical energy infrastructure, Greece can serve as an energy hub in southeastern Europe and substantially contributing to Europe's energy diversification and resilience. Flagship projects in the energy sector, such as the Greece-North Macedonia natural gas interconnector, contribute significantly to achieving this aim. Dear Minister, upholding and preserving the rule-based international order is imperative in the face of emerging asymmetrical challenges and threats. During this pivotal moment, marked by instability, armed conflict, and civil strife, it is essential that we adhere to international law. We must remain committed to upholding the fundamental principles of the UN Charter and exercise vigilance. As an elected member of the UN Security Council, Greece has been collaborating with all member states, including North Macedonia, to achieve international peace and security goals. I look forward, dear colleague, dear friend, to continuing to work with you to further enhance our cooperation, both at the bilateral and multilateral levels. With these thoughts, I would like to welcome you again, dear Timcho, to Athens. It's a great pleasure to have you here.
Dear members of the press, dear George, it's an honor to be here in Athens on my first working visit as Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Today I had a candid and constructive conversation with my colleague and friend Mucunski-Gerapetritis. We reaffirmed something fundamental, that as neighbors and NATO allies, our cooperation matters. It matters for our countries, it matters for our region, and it matters for the values that we all stand for. I conveyed my appreciation for Greece's steadfast support for our EU path and its enduring role in championing a European future for the Western Balkans. That partnership is not only valued, we see it as vital. We also focused on the kind of progress that delivers for our people. Investment, trade, infrastructure, energy. We spoke about projects like Corridor 10 and the gas interconnector, not just as technical endeavors, but as engines of growth, security, and regional connectivity. Our discussions also focused on security, both regional and global. We reaffirmed our shared commitment within NATO and the need for close coordination in these uncertain times. Support for Ukraine must remain unwavering. So too must our collective efforts to push back against malign influences and to stand for stability and democratic principles. I also expressed my heartfelt gratitude for Greece's solidarity during the tragedy of Kochani and recent emergencies near the city of Doira. These were not just gestures of assistance. They were acts of true friendship. Finally, we underscored the importance of international public law and the obligations we've both undertaken, because mutual respect is the foundation on which lasting cooperation is built. I believe deeply and honestly in the promise of our relationship, in the strength of diplomacy grounded in respect, and also in our shared ability to shape a future that works, not just for today, but also for generations to come. I thank you for welcoming me warmly and hope that this collaboration can continue in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much.